The next audit that I have to share with you is with Stevens Roofing and Remodeling. Taking a look at their website real quick and show you some of the things that are working really well here. Right out of the gate, I've told this several times that the phone number needs to be clickable, and these guys have got that in place. That is great. Their service request button stands out as a very important call to action. In the lower left here, they've got their phone number clickable again and a clear call to action. In one of the previous audits, I was talking about a business that had a couple of phone numbers listed at the top, and Stevens has done a really good job here. Later, I'll show you where they do have multiple phone numbers listed, but they haven't let that confuse closing the deal. Right at the top of the page, if you're going to call just one phone number, they've got it at the top here next to contact us and this big button here. If you want other phone numbers, they've got those listed in other places on their website. I also shared in a previous website audit some information about having forms right on the homepage. I would love to see some data if they did any tests here comparing having a button versus having the form displayed. The general user behavior is that when a user sees a form on a website, they instinctively feel that this is a taking website, that it's trying to get something from them. When you have a button that says something like service request or something like that, clicking that button can still bring up the form. So you still collect the same information in order to have those leads come into your business. The thing that you don't want to have is those form fields displayed right in front of the user. So putting a button here and have them click on that and then fill out the form delivers the same thing, but it shifts the tone of the website. So the user doesn't feel like the business is trying to take something from them. Instead, they feel like they're being offered something, and clicking the button is the first step in receiving that. I see here at the top that they are splitting the focus a little bit with Stevens Solar Solutions. I'd be curious how that is driving revenue and conversions for the business. If this is actually helping to grow Stevens Solar Solutions, or if it's really just taking away from the focus with Stevens Roofing. And I'll take a look at their website on a future audit for the solar solutions. Let's scroll on down the page here a little bit, and we'll get down to the footer. I want to pause here for a moment. You have the buttons again, clear call to action to call us or request a quote, having those stand out in a section. And then when we do get down to the bottom of the page, here's where you have all of those additional phone numbers, and every one of them is clickable. So that is very good. Oh, I think I spoke too soon here. All the way down through Fredericksburg is clickable. When I get further down, the fax obviously is not clickable. I wonder if this chat box is getting in the way of this one. Let me close that. There we go. So that chat box that's trying to be helpful is actually blocking this phone number. And for some reason, they have their fax number is also clickable. The phone number is being clickable. The reason that they're clickable links is if I'm on my phone, I can then click on that and call them. But if I'm on my phone, clicking this to call their fax number is not going to be an enjoyable user experience. So that should probably be the one phone number in the list that should not be clickable. They have their email address listed here, and they do have a blog. So let's go take a look at that next. I've got it preloaded on this next tab here. And here's where I have a suggestion for how they could improve this. They have the word blogs at the top, and they have this thing that's bouncing around with these arrows, calling my attention to click on it. When I click on it, it takes me down to the articles. So this is a great example of designing something that doesn't actually need to be there in order to fix a user experience problem that you're already aware of. They've got all of this empty space below the word blogs before you actually get down to the articles. Rather than showing me this bouncing arrow, just get rid of all of this space and move these up so that way the user can see the content that they came here for. This is what people are here to see. If the page loaded here, They already clicked on blogs. Now I can see the articles. I can click through and go read an article. I can get to what it is that I came here for. While I'm here, I can see that the dates suggest that they don't have any regular cadence for publishing content. It seems to be random when new content is published. And that would be a good thing to change as well. I have been suggesting for clients that they're publishing on their websites at least once per week. There are some really good systems that they can use to be able to generate that content. The place that I always point people to is the frequently asked questions, the things that your customers are asking you. Those are a treasure trove of ideas because they're probably asking their friend Google the same information. I've got other content that digs into what you can publish for your blog content, but I would scale that up to at least once per week. Next on this site, I ran a Lighthouse audit here in my browser to see how this website scores on its mobile performance. It is not doing very well for performance on mobile. Accessibility looks good. The best practices are okay. SEO looks good. The performance really needs to be improved, especially for mobile devices, because that is roughly 60% of the traffic on the internet today. So this is really hurting them. And we're going to talk about ads in a little bit where this is probably hurting them even more. The desktop version of the site has great performance, accessibility, okay with best practices, and really good for SEO. I took a look at Google Analytics, and I can see here that they do have Google Tag Manager and Google Analytics running. So hopefully they have data about what people are doing on this website. They can answer some questions about things like that form that I was talking about. Possibly they've run a test to see if a button increases conversions there or not. They may have data to back that up. I'm always a big fan of when data conflicts with the studies, go with the data for your users that are actually visiting your website. Taking a look at the ad library, I can see that they are running 15 different ads on Meta. I presume that they have a retargeting pixel running on this website, even though I did not see that in the Google Tag Manager. They also do have ads running on Google. And when I looked at these ads for both Google and Meta, all of the ads that are running are the ads that they've had running for all time. So I could switch and look at the last 30 days or the last 7 days. The same 9 ads have been running the whole time. This is a little bit concerning. I don't know if they are testing new ads. Generally, you want to be rotating new ads into your campaigns in order to keep the ad copy and images fresh and continue to drive results. They have Google Analytics in place. They have ads running on Google and Meta, so they have the data available to them. I would hope that they're making use of that and identifying which of these ads are performing the best and turning off any of the ads that are underperforming. As it is right now, it looks like they're just running all of them and nothing has been turned off. And they've been running the ads at least since sometime in 2025. The dates on the Meta ads are throughout 2025. I don't know anything about their business or the agencies that they're working with. And one of the things that I have seen many times before is agencies that will come in and they manage your ads for you. And by that, what I mean is that they manage to spend your money, and that's about it. So I do see a lot of really good signs here that they have data, they have analytics running. It does not appear that data is being used to be able to make decisions for their ad campaigns. That's probably the biggest area that I would push. The other things that I mentioned are nice tests, nice things to check out, but really leveraging that data to improve their ads is the biggest opportunity that I see here. And I hope you can put this to work in your business as well. If you would like to have your website audited, we do a deeper audit where we hop on a call together. You can visit opsis.com and schedule that audit. I would love to help you to grow your business and make more money.